It's so nice to meet you both.
Nice to meet you as well, Ashley.
So first of all, I just have to say congratulations on the show. I thought it was phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. It was so powerful to watch. So I'm going to jump right in. Chris, I want to start with you. So you just celebrated a birthday, so I wanted to say happy birthday.
Thank you, Ashley.
Of course. And then there's a great video going around of you celebrating your previous birthday on set for The Terminal List. And I imagine that's a great way to spend a birthday working on a project that you are so passionate about with such talented individuals. And I'm wondering if you could speak about what it was like to bring The Terminal List to life alongside such an incredible cast and crew.
Yeah, sure. I'm really very proud of the work that we all did together. It truly took a monumental effort from an extraordinary team of individuals, including this man to my right here, Taylor. This was the first time I've ever been so involved with the creation of something, and I very eye-opening just to how much work is involved to get something ready for actors to step on stage and do their thing. And so for 20 years now, I've been acting. And I always thought, well, the film starts in 2 weeks. That's when we get to work. But it's like, you do your rehearsal, you step on stage, you do your bit. But man, there is a mountain of work that's already been climbed by a bunch of people. So and then you cut and you walk away and you go on to your next project. But then there's the post-production process of the editing and the sound and the visual effects and the marketing. And so this has been a multiple year process. And so very eye-opening and to see and to be integral in every step along the way. So I'm really proud. I'm so thrilled that people get to finally see it July 1st on Prime Video. It's 8 extraordinary hours. It's a psychological thriller. It will keep you guessing. It's action-packed. We've got great performances from incredible actors, and it's really designed to honor the really rare man that makes it through spec ops training and combat in special operators. So it's a love letter to that community, and we worked our butts off.
Definitely. Yeah. All that hard work is so evident in the show. It is absolutely incredible. And then for Taylor, I'm curious, can you speak about your character, Ben, and what it was about him that made you think, I have to be a part of this show?
I think anytime you're asked to be a part of this community, it's very flattering. Both of us had done a film playing Navy SEALs. And I think the beauty of these guys is that they're shapeshifters. They come in all shapes, all sizes, all personalities. And Ben was something that is a type of guy I haven't really played before. Born and bred Venice, beach guy, surfer, but at the same time, he's capable of doing some intense stuff. And I love that you could walk by that guy on the boardwalk and just be like, oh, it's just another surf bum, so that was fun to play.
Absolutely. Yeah, I can only imagine. And that's unfortunately all the time I have, but I want to thank you both for your time. It was so great to meet you both, and huge congratulations on the show.
Thank you so much.
So my first question is for Constance. So you play Katie, who is such a phenomenal character. I loved watching her. And I'm wondering what initially attracted you to the role?
Well, working with Antoine was a big deal for me. I really was a fan of his after seeing Training Day, which I hadn't seen actually until I was offered this part. And then I really loved the arc of her character and how her point of view of James Reece changes like so much with each piece of evidence she uncovers. And I love that all of the evidence she uncovers is in a dogged, determined search for the truth, and how that's rooted in her own family history with journalistic integrity and what that means. And I have found a lot of parallels with my own work. As an actor, I really believe in human integrity and really portraying humans in all their complexities the best I can. And I think Katie's trying to do that with her journalism. And it puts her in some pretty sticky situations, as you'll see in the show, which is fun. It's also it was very different from Hustlers, my last movie. And I always want to do something different than the last thing. So that was really fun to sort of stretch that muscle as well.
Definitely, yeah. You were amazing in Hustlers, and you're amazing in this. So I guess that's a testament to your amazing skills as an actor. And then for JD, I'm curious, Tony is also a just phenomenal character. And I'm curious what you enjoyed most about portraying him in The Terminal List.
What I loved about it, I loved that that Tony gets pulled into James Reece's world. And he then becomes this sort of fish out of water. And I love to do so much research. I love to be a part of it. I love to develop those skills so that I can accurately portray everything that's going on and be phenomenal at it. But this truly was a moment where when Tony enters Reece's world, that the audience is being pulled in with Tony. And so I had to be very aware of the audience and not getting too ahead of myself or the audience and letting it live in real time. So that was an experience which was really cool and new for me.
Definitely, I'm sure. And then I have a question for each of you. I'm wondering if you have a favorite memory from production and filming.
I mean, it was the bacon for me.
Huh.
Chris Pratt has a farm and he makes bacon.
He gave her bacon.
And I got bacon. He feeds his pigs chocolate milk.
Yeah.
The most amazing bacon.
Yeah.
Seriously. I'm not even joking. It was amazing. And he's jealous because he didn't get the bacon.
I sung Chris happy birthday. Yep. I sung him happy birthday.
Bacon's better.
During lunch. It is. All right.
Bacon and birthdays. What more could you want?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. That's a pretty good life.
Thank you so much for your time. It was such an honor to speak with both of you. Huge congrats. And I'm so excited for everybody to get the chance to see the show.
Thanks
Thank you so much.
The Terminal List really has it all, from the ingenious pacing and mastery of tone to the compelling genre with elements of action, mystery, thriller, and so much more. And I'm curious what it was like to act in that space.
They created a great environment to go to work each day. So the pavement was set and we just had to show up and stick the landing. But Chris and Antoine and everyone involved really just set the tone for it to be a healthy workspace and, to go create and explore. So it was amazing. Nothing bad I could say about it.
Yeah, I feel the same. It was a really long shoot, and it's a really, test of everybody's character. To be able to sustain a great attitude and just hold it together. And the most intense of times, there were a lot of, not for me personally, but I know that there were a lot of physically arduous, sections of it that were night shoots and in the wilderness. And, they kept it, a place where you wanted to visit, you wanted to go to work and you knew it was going to be okay.
Definitely. Yeah, that's so important. And then that definitely, you can see that in the show. You can see how comfortable everybody feels. Mm-hmm. And then for Jean, I'm curious, what about your character, Lorraine, made you think I have to portray her?
I sort of base when I choose roles of, what I've done previously. And I'd sort of been in the 50s in one role, or, the 50s and 60s. And then I was in the 1800s. And it was a thoroughly modern woman, first female Secretary of Defense. And so that was really attractive to me.
And then LaMonica, same question for you. What attracted you to your role?
Really where Commander Cox, where he starts and where he goes throughout the season, it was fun to explore. And I haven't really explored that before in past roles. And also, it was like a grab bag of different things that made this a fun opportunity. Working with Antoine, working with Chris, working with Amazon, it's first time for all those. So it was, sign me up.
Definitely. Absolutely. And then final question, really quick for each of you. What do you hope audiences will take away from watching The Terminal List?
I hope when they, after the end of the episode, they thought, that was time well spent.
Yeah.
That's all you want.
Absolutely. Yeah. To being a fly on the wall and to just to look back wow, I didn't see any of that coming.
Yeah. That unexpected excitement, escape of what TV is all about. And that's all the time I have. But I want to thank you both so much for your time and congratulate you again on such an incredible show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Ashley. It's nice to meet you too. How's it going?
I'm awesome. I'm so excited to speak with you. I have to congratulate you, first of all. The show is so incredible. So huge congrats.
Thank you.
So to start, Can you tell us a little bit about your character and what audiences can expect?
Yeah, my character, she's Liz Riley. She's a former Kiowa helicopter pilot. She served in Iraq, and she's a current private pilot. She's one of James Reece's closest friends. She's close friends with Lauren Reece too, his wife, and she's a goddaughter to Lucy, little Lucy. So she's just really close friend, right? We joked around on set that she's like the ultimate road dog. She's like loyal to the max, and like, you need help, let me go above and beyond to help you. And that was really cool because she's also such a strong person and so brave. So all that was really neat to get to bring to screen. And she's also, I can't forget, she's from Alabama, and so am I. So I got to, bring the inner country girl, which was super cool.
Totally. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah. She's definitely very fierce, like fiercely brave, fiercely loyal. She's just like a really fierce character. So I'm sure she was so much fun to play.
Yes, I like that.
Do you have a favorite memory from filming the show?
I feel like a lot of my favorite memories, I mean, of course, I loved getting to act and bring her to life and get to work with Chris so much. It was so fun to play off him in scenes. But a lot of like my favorite memories are like the relationships that I developed with the crew and other cast members. And we really bonded. And that's something, like, I come from theater. And it was something that I was really missing in screen acting, because before this, like, I just done like smaller stuff, and you kind of come in and out for a day here or there, and you don't really get to make these relationships and bonds. In theater you do. And then on the terminal list, I certainly did. And so those memories of just the little moments that you connect and get to know people and care and show up, it just, those will not be forgotten.
That's all the time I have, but I want to thank you so much for speaking with me. It was so great chatting with you. Huge congrats again. It's so great to meet you all.
Great to meet you.
Hi, Ashley.
First of all, I just want to say congratulations. The show is phenomenal. I absolutely loved it. So huge congrats.
Thank you so much. It means a lot.
Of course. Yeah. So I'm going to jump right in here. So my first question is for Jack. So as the author of the Terminal List book, I'm curious what it was like for you to see the characters and storylines and twists and turns that you conceived in your mind come to life on screen.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's been such a thrill. And once again, in life, I'm just a student, always, first and foremost, a student, and that will never change. And so when Chris and Antoine introduced me to Dave back in December of 2019, we talked about the show, talked about this psychological thriller element that Dave wanted to add to this, that we all got excited about. So then to be a part of this process from that stage all the way through post-production and then to today, to be sitting in this chair, I've learned so much, and it could not have been in better hands, because these are the best in the business at what they do. And even more importantly than that, such great people. And there was this trust that was there right from the beginning that continues to this day, that really built this team into something special. So I couldn't be more excited.
Wow, that's incredible. You can definitely tell that it's a special team too, because the product is just so incredibly special. So my next question is for Antoine. So the show is so cinematic, suspenseful, and it's just stunningly shot. Can you speak to how you decided to sort of tell the story in such a mesmerizing and captivating way?
Well, from reading the book, I started getting visions of it. This is how my brain works anyway. And I knew that it had to be painted in a way that the truth lives in the shadows, if that makes any sense. And so these guys, special operators, Navy SEALs, live in the shadows, and they that's where they live. That's where they're comfortable, in the heat, in the shadows. So I kind of, with our DP Armando, designed it to play that way. Even when he comes home, he comes out down the hallway, in and out of the shadows. But even when he gets home and he's hugging his daughter, he's back in the shadow. Right, so I played a lot with light and dark. I put together a book about this thick of visual references immediately after reading it, and then I gave it to Dave, and Dave is a great showrunner, continued the journey down the line with all the other directors who did a great job.
Definitely, yeah. And that actually kind of segues perfectly into my next question, which is for Dave. So as writer, showrunner, and creator of the series, I'm curious, what would you say has been the most rewarding part of bringing this story to life on screen?
Oh, thank you for asking that question, because it's a very simple answer. They call them the SEAL teams. And I'm come out of an athletic background. Chris does as well. Antoine, we really value teamwork. I think it's very hard in this business, in this town, to find people who value it in the same way. And the team that we built as we made this show was remarkable. As a showrunner, I'm all about empowering people to do their best. I was amazed when I stepped into the production phase with you, Antoine, to see that's how you approach it as well. And together, along with Chris, with Jack, we made sure that the team ethos was part of this experience. And I think because of that, you see everyone putting their passion on screen.
Definitely. That much was absolutely clear as an audience member. And I just want to congratulate you all. Again, it was such a phenomenal show. And thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Well